Create a little speed down the straightaway doing that as well.
Seemed to work well in 1 and 2, not as well in 3 and 4. We'll see what his options are here. We're on that low front bumper. He goes down low on entry, but lets it slide up a little bit. Middle of the racetrack, in the middle of the corner.
We talk a lot about that traction compound. They did not reapply any more of that last night. So what's out there was used a lot by the Xfinity cars. It's there now, but it could wear out and be less effective throughout the afternoon.
4 laps into this one, Marty.
I think right now the final 2 in for Miami are Kyle Busch and Joey Logano as we fall back to a battle between Chase Elliott and Martin Truex. And Kyle called this last week at Texas. He said, shocker, it's going to be a battle between the 18 and 22 for maybe the final spot to make it to Miami. Kyle told me before the race, I can do math up to about 10 spots, but I really don't want to know where the 22 is running until stage 3. That's when I'm worried about the math at that point, Dave.
And Marty, you heard Joey Logano's pre-race comments. We're just going to focus on what we are doing. I did ask him where his car was better because the ends of this racetrack are very different. He said, well, in the first few laps, my car is best in turns 1 and 2, but as the run goes on, it's really good down here in turns 3 and 4. And right now, you can see he's keeping pace very well with the 18 of Kyle Busch.
Great battle up front between those 3, but Chase Elliott, we saw he just took away 4th place from Martin Truex Jr., started 6th. We hadn't seen a lot of real speed comparable to the other guys in practice, but early in this race, looks like that 9 car's handling really well. And Rick,
while I'm not going to pretend I would much rather be, say, the 18 or the 22 above the cut line as we see Denny Hamlin get to the outside of Joey Logano, it could be an advantage for the 9 to Chase Elliott, knowing you have to win, just because the path, while not very easy, is clear. They know what they have to do. Alan Gustafson on top of the pit box knows he can take whatever risk is needed to try to get his car near the front.
Denny gets up there to second. He was able to take the spot away from Joey Logano.
Yeah, use that high side to be able to create speed. Look at how much faster he is through the middle of the corner. Up in that high lane, he's not even in the PJ1 traction compound. Just really has a fast car. Look again. He cannot follow this 18 car. It will not be fast being in the dirty air of that 18 car. He has to run higher, and he's able to make speed up there. That's impressive for that race car.
And Rick, the best way to understand the system is take a good look at the playoffs on the left side. The 19 and the 4 are in. The 18 is leading. The 22 plus 17. That's with Denny Hamlin not leading the race, not winning the race. If Denny Hamlin passes Kyle Busch, take a gander at the left side of the screen. It's going to completely change.
Everything changes. 5 drivers are separated by 25 points at the start of this race. Of course, with Kyle Busch out front, shows him as the leader. It will show him as into that championship 4. But if the 11 can catch him and get by him, it will show Denny Hamlin in, and one of either the 11, or excuse me, the 22 or 18 will be out of that championship 4, Marty.
Rick, we interviewed Denny Hamlin very early in Countdown to Green. I said at the time you could feel kind of no nerves in the 11 camp, but as the race grew closer, you could tell Denny was getting a little bit nervous. He did have the best car in practice here throughout the day on Friday, especially in that final practice. So, Junior, how critical is this first run for Denny Hamlin with all the nerves, and understandably so, right, to prove it to himself, hey, we do indeed have the best car, and I can run with these leaders and win this race.
Yeah, I mean, he knows his car's good, but you can't help but get nervous as race time closes in. And now he's sitting there looking in the mirror at that 22 car, the guy that he has to catch. He's got another one out in front of him he needs to beat. His teammate, the 18 car, he wants to win this stage. He wants to win all the stages, maximize his opportunity to get points in stage 1 and stage 2. He's driving as hard as he possibly can right now to try to track down that leader.
My excitement grew all week because I knew the level of drivers and teams we had in our playoff 8. Currently, Kurt Busch, the only non-playoff driver in the top 9. The other 8 spots all taken, and right now, Kevin Harvick pressuring the 1. We know they deserve to be here. That question should never be asked. They've run all year, but you always want the best to be here, and we have it this year with these 8 drivers.